Hi there. Thank you for connecting with me here in Live Well. I'm Dr. Jennifer Edwards, and I'm here to help ladies prioritize wellness and self care and really talk about how can we stop trading time for money. How can we put wellness before work and live well, live the life that we think is best and most healthy for us? And so I appreciate you coming into this space, into this community. Definitely connect with me on social at Dr. Jen Edwards. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and sometimes on Twitter. I'm really not good at Twitter, but give me a shout out. So, while you're clicking around, I take time to share in my diary certain topics that I think are important in light of what might be going on right now, and also things that I'm excited about and interested in. This is really my professional space for reflections. And then, of course, I connect with ladies in my coaching programs. I have two coaching programs that I offer. Wealthy, which focuses on helping you to avoid burnout and really hack your life, do things differently. We have so many competing responsibilities where we might be career women, we're also wives, we're moms, just we have a lot going on. And so I connect with ladies in Wealthy, and we have 4 sessions that you can access right away, right now, if you want to, where we really walk through what does your life look like now? What does burnout look like? How do we avoid burnout? How can we hack our life a little bit to do things differently and prioritize things that we enjoy and get it all done? I have never been one to say that you can have it all and do it all. I don't like that narrative. I think there's too much pressure associated with it. And in Wealthy, we really start diving into how we can live well and live healthfully and prioritize self-care and what can happen if we don't do that. So I would love to connect with you in Wealthy. And then I also offer a program relating to finances. So my background is, of course, in health for the last 15 years now. And then I also have led major projects and major budgets and have a business background and also have the honor of being an entrepreneur. And uh, it's a lot of work, and I love sharing the wisdom and lessons with ladies who are interested in financial freedom and financial stability. And I'm a fourth gen entrepreneur. So my mom had her own business. My grandmother had her own business. A fun fact is that her business was called The Dress Well. It was a clothing store. And that's part of where I got the name Live Well from. It was in homage to the stores that she had as a Black woman entrepreneur in the 70s, which is truly a trailblazer. And she was so understated and never really talked about it. But over time, I started appreciating that more. And then my great grandfather owned a gas station. And so entrepreneurship and the ideals and the capabilities and the perspectives are something that I've had an opportunity to be raised around and enjoy and live around. And so I created a community called Queen's Kingdom, where we dive into a mastermind, specifically talking about finances and money mindset and how to holistically invest. I don't believe in getting rich quick. I do believe in living with simplicity and living smartly and not overspending. And we really walk through a path of how you can holistically invest and create that financial stability and security from a faith-based perspective, because giving back is important. And so I center the conversations not only around how do you get money for yourself, because that's not what this is about, but how can you build a legacy for your children? How can you give back to your community? And so we have some really good conversations in that mastermind. So we've got really the intersection of work and wellness here in Live Well, because the things really go hand in hand and you don't hear about them often. And check out the letter below where I talk to you a little bit more about this. But top reasons for missing work relate to stress and being overwhelmed. And we don't talk about the intersection of work and wellness often enough. And how can you stop trading time for money and still have that financial freedom and stability? And so the Live Well community is really an area where we talk about the things that women and moms think about often. And so we've got it all in one place for you, whether it's about motherhood or burnout or parenting with resilience. I've got two little kiddos, and of course, if we're talking about wellness, if we're talking about burnout, and if we're talking about finances, that all comes up, right? And so I want this to be a destination that reflects your needs and your questions. You can always reach out to me and ask any questions that you might have. And I truly hope to connect with you in my coaching programs. That's where I dive into the details. And so if you're wondering a little bit more about my credentials, you can definitely click on the bio that I use for my bookings and my speaking engagements on these related topics, and just learn a little bit more about me. And I would love to learn more about you and what your needs might be. So make sure you subscribe to the newsletter and reply to the notes that I send. I read those, and I would love to hear what questions you have about living well, avoiding burnout, parenting with resilience, and financial freedom. That's what I'm here for. That's what I created this community for. And I would love to learn more about you. So I wanted to say hi. I wanted to have a video here, and go ahead, browse around, and I hope to see you in one of my programs. All right, bye.